Florence Sawyer School, I'm Grace.
And I'm George.
And we are Fstv. We bring you the latest news in education, sports, and happenings
In and around Florence Sawyer School. To start off our show, here's Max with a recap of the March Madness event.
On March 11th, Student Council hosted March Madness social event. The event included volleyball and basketball in the gym with ping pong nearby. Students could race against each other in Mario Kart or dance to the latest hits with their friends on Just Dance. Sweet treats and refreshments were also available. Students also played with Giant Jenga game and watched basketball with Mr. K. The evening ended up with everyone showing off their dance moves and having a great time. "It was a blast," stated one student.
It was a lot of fun. I liked that there was a variety of things to do.
Yeah, we searched up volleyball and it was more like football. Here's Would You Rather.
It's ice cream season. Would you rather go to Kimball Farms or Bolton Orchards to get ice cream?
I happen to be a Kimball's Farm person, mainly because I used to go there when I was a little girl with my mom and dad, so we always used to like that.
It's ice cream season. Would you rather go to Kimball Farms or Bolton Orchards?
Go with Kimball Farms.
It's ice cream season. Would you rather go to Kimball Farms or Bolton Orchards?
Kimball Farms, because they have this yummy ice cream there.
It's ice cream season. Would you rather go to Kimball Farms or Bolton Orchards to get ice cream?
That's a tough question, but I think I'd rather go to Kimball's Farms, the one that has the animal farm, because I like to see the little animals, but both ice creams are very good.
I love Kimball's. Have you ever had their cherry vanilla chip? I love it.
I don't really care where I get it or what kind it is. As long as it's ice cream, I'll eat it. Now here's Grace to tell us about a cool 6th grade social studies unit.
The 6th grade is studying Greek mythology and social studies class. For this chapter, instead of sticking to the textbooks, Mr. Kozlowski decided to switch things up. He had us start a new project where you had to memorize and tell a Greek myth to the entire class. Each student pulled the name of a Greek god or goddess from a hat. You could have chosen Aphrodite, Athena, Zeus, Hermes, Hera, Poseidon, Demeter, Hephaestus, Hades, Artemis, or Apollo. Mr. K said to the 6th graders, "I want you to become the expert on your god." You then had to find your favorite Greek myth that included the god or goddess you chose. After memorizing your myth, you had to start the second part of the project, making a Grecian urn. You could choose between many Grecian urn shapes and sizes. You could use the shape of a water jug, wine mixer, and many more. You had to draw a scene from your Greek myth inside of an outlined urn. Once everyone finished up their research and artwork, it was time to present. Mr. K promised his students that even the students who had stage fright would end up performing. Sure enough, in the end, everyone did end up telling their myth. Mr. K really thought out of the box for this awesome project.
It was very interesting. I read that Hades and his brothers Zeus and Poseidon drew straws to see who would be lord of what realm. Zeus drew the heavens and the upper world. Poseidon drew the seas, and Hades drew the underworld.
Drakes, if that happened in my house, I would just get the smaller room. Talk about getting the short end of the stick.
Here's Maddie with pop culture.
Snapchat stories are sweeping the nation with new fun filters. It's fun, easy, and all you have to do is press down on the screen in selfie mode. But this is only for people with an iPhone 5 or 6. Luckily, you no longer have to buy the lenses. Yay! Make sure you check every day for new lenses because the fun lenses change each day. Also check to see if your favorite lenses have been added back on. The new features can turn you into a dog, a unicorn, even give yourself a huge head. So remember, next time you're on Snapchat, you might want to transform yourself into a trucker.
Too funny. Thanks, Maddie. I'll have to check those out.
Yeah, maybe some rabbit ears will just what I'm missing.
Speaking of funny faces, Justin is going to tell us about some funny-looking little green fellows that visited the younger grades.
Every March, kindergartners through second graders get excited about catching tricky leprechauns. Part of the second grade Simple Machine unit is to make a contraption designed to catch these little fellows. Students use pulleys, levers, trapdoors, ramps, and much more loaded with pots of gold and coins to lure leprechauns to their traps. But alas, every year these little traps narrowly escape the student. But that's not all. The leprechauns leave quite a mess behind and seems to have a good time doing it. There were chairs and desks turned over, paper, confetti, and glitter strewn all over the tiny room, with little footprints everywhere. "Look at what they did to our room," explained several kindergartners. When asked if they were upset about the leprechauns' mischief, students smiled and said no way, because the leprechauns also left some gold and lucky coins with their mess.
Wow, what a mess those leprechauns made.
Yeah, I think they might have visited my locker too. It's a mess. Now it's my turn. Appeared! I guess the magic person taught me well. Welcome back to George's Jokes, where I make jokes and they're funny. What's a light year? It's the same as a regular year, but with less calories. Who says sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me? A guy who's never been hit with a dictionary. Well, here's Will and Eli with a movie review.
This past week, we had the pleasure of watching the Peanuts movie.
Charlie Brown has always had bad luck, and because of his luck, not many people like him.
In this movie, he is caught in a sticky situation when a new girl arrives and he immediately falls in love with her. He tries to best impress her and show his classmates a new side of him. He doesn't want the redhead girl to think of him the same way as everyone else.
Charlie Brown proves himself when he scores a perfect score on the standardized math test. Now everyone thinks he is a genius because he did the unexpected that no one has done before. This movie gives you a good laugh. A bonus feature is in the beginning of the credits where you see an original Charlie Brown scene. Keep an eye out for it. This movie also leaves you with a satisfied ending.
So Eli, would you give 2 thumbs up?
I sure would. How about you, blockhead?
I sure would.
Poor Charlie Brown. He's so misunderstood.
Yeah, but at least he had a happy ending this time.
Well, that's our show for now. Take care, everyone.
Yes, and remember to work hard and be kind to each other.